Winter safety is taking center stage as millions are bracing for the snow and the ice.
New York's Fulton County Sheriff Richard Giardino joins us now. Sheriff, thanks so much for taking some time to talk with us. You know, your office preparing for these potential winter weather emergencies, not just with this particular storm, but hey, we still have several more weeks, if not months to go with freezing cold temperatures and plenty more opportunities of snow. So how do you coordinate your team with other emergency departments like the fire department and EMS when responding to emergencies during this time?
Well, we, like all other agencies, we rely heavily on our dispatchers and our communication center. They have TV with a satellite of the weather coming across the country. We, believe it or not, are like 12 to 14 hours behind Ohio and, let's say, Cleveland and then into area Pennsylvania. So we watch those weather trends, and that gives us an idea if we're going to get hit. We happen to be in the foothills of the Adirondacks, which is a 6 million acre national park. The problem is when the snow and ice comes, we're right on the line. Sometimes you can have our county where it's white out and you can't see an ice on the west part and then clear. So what I recommend to people is, this coming up, they're talking about a severe weather event, even reaching to us in the next few days, particularly cold. It takes just, you guys know, a couple degrees to go from rain and snow to ice. So if you don't have to go out when it's storming, do not go out.
Yeah, and you know,
we have a lot of falls. That's a problem. If you do have to go out, fill your car up with gas now. There's a couple different things I encourage people if they're going to be involved in skiing or snowmobiling. There's some safety tips they can do for that as well. They can have in your car, definitely have a first aid kit. And we recommend now that if you don't have OnStar or some of the more technical things, to get an air tag. The kids tell me the air tags are traceable. You have one in your car and you do go off the road and you call 911. Often we can track your 911 call, but sometimes having the air tag will help us have fire and EMS locate you and our officers if they need to get to you.
You know, Sheriff, I think to myself, obviously you have a whole group of folks from everyone in the police department, fire department. You guys are first responders. You have to be out on those roads. You also think about doctors, nurses, etc., medical employees that must be out on the roads. What do you tell them so that they can stay safe?
Well, we tell people adjust by having extra time. So leave an extra half hour. If your trip is 20 minutes or half an hour, leave an extra half hour in there because we don't want you rushing anywhere. Slow down, particularly of our concern for us is ice storms and snow blind out. When we have a blinding snow, which we did at 3 o'clock the other day, we had a terrible jackknife tractor trailer on the side of the road that just hit two sides of traffic. We have a lot of two-lane traffic. We don't have a lot of interstates like you do in major urban areas. So it's more hazardous, and we have to put people out there. There's not a lot of turnarounds. So slow down, add extra time. If you have, it's too late now to get snow tires for the next week or two, but it's worth thinking about it if your tires or you have an older model car that doesn't have good traction, snow tires or tires with spikes or traction devices are very good. One of the things we see is we work jointly with fire, EMS, police, our dispatchers when it comes to snowmobiling in the lakes. A lot of people ice fish in upstate New York and around this country. A lot of people snowmobile. Some of the things I recommend people is we definitely have, and they can use any brand, but they have foot warmers for your boots or shoes, and they also have hand warmers for your gloves if you are going to be out. If you're going to be out on the ice, we don't recommend it until you know that there's at least 6 or more inches of ice to support a snowmobile or side-by-side or a group of people ice fishing. They say 4, but we recommend 6 just to be safe. And we have these spikes that are really good that you can get. Again, any brand is good, and they're good on the ice. And you carry them in your jacket, and you just pull yourself out if you do go through the ice. Yep.
I tell you, so many good pieces of information there. I was riveted to all of the suggestions you have. And where you are in New York, you get a lot of snow, and you're used to this. And this is really important information because a lot of areas where these storms are going to be happening right now aren't areas as much that get these kinds of storms. So New York, Fulton County Sheriff Richard Giardino, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
I got to do a shout out to 100th birthday for Millie. It's going to be her 100th birthday this month, and she's had some medical issues. So Millie, happy birthday coming up.
All right, happy birthday, Millie. Thanks, Sheriff.
Thanks for having me, guys.